Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here, and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It's Kanawa! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh no, this does not look good. And the shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Goes for a shot! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Pele really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Croatia finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Looking for the run. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. First quarter of an hour gone. Taken back almost at once.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Perisic. Tries to play it through, and he was alert to it. Portugal currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. And it's Sučić. And it's made its way to him. And it's been hooked away. The ball goes in. Oh, great leap! Goal! Croatia are back in business. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Not the most accurate pass. 30 minutes gone. O'Shea is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Batistuta. No, that's been intercepted. Sučić.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's in plenty of space here. Cleared without hesitation. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. He's found a way through. He decides to cross. Real chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And so we're off again.
Portugal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Wits. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Quick look, then plays it in. Perisic plays it short. There's the header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Pele under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if he's denied a chance to make the ball stick, Peter, the threat is obviously minimised.
Forwards and with intent. Sucic. That's Perisic. Sucic. Khan gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Cafu. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Vuskovic. Modric. Now Sutalo. Sutalo has got himself a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Substitution for Portugal, number 26, Kagawa. Coming on the field is number 9.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Batistuta. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Great defending, strong and determined. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The
Big chance!
concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And here's Batistuta. Tries a shot! Goal! Portugal! And they've got their lead back. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Portugal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Substitution for Portugal, number 17.
So we have movement on both benches. Portugal with the lead.
19,
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Portugal are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Shot, surely! And there's a goal! And there's your hat-trick hero! He is simply indefatigable! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Substitutions taking place.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Vlasic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
And this is Batistuta. Pele! It's a loose ball. And the volley. No, he's missed it. Five minutes to add. Nicely weighted ball. Cafu goes sliding in. He's gone down, but the... And that is that. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Pele collecting the match ball and... Things are bubbling up quite nicely here. A healthy whiff of expectation laced with the odd infusion of nerves. Everyone knows what's at stake here. The chance to play on a grander stage. It is time now to focus. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So straight into the action. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella, Alessandro Bastoni, looks very much in line to be its latest representative. I think being an Italian defender, we all know he's very much from the school of no-nonsense, but I really like his technique, and again, he's one of these centre-backs or defenders who can get his head up and just pick out a wonderful pass, 40, 50, 60 yards.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance, surely! It's Luke, and again! It's loose. Oh, what has happened? And again!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Barella producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Looking for the run. Massaro. Oh, he's bustling through here. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
Çalhanoğlu! Fantastic from Çalhanoğlu! A finish of true class! And Milan have the lead! Shooting chance! So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Could be danger here! And that's a throw-in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Great vision. No, it's come to nothing. Oh, they could be caught out here. It's Baggio! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's rising! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played. That's a little off target.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Can he finish? And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Milan have the chance to go the other way. De Bruyne. And he's found a way past. Played into space. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Time.
Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Barella. David. That's it, 45 minutes up. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, Peter, there's no doubting that the situation is quite bleak when you're not only losing but a man down as well, and while the break is most welcome in giving the opportunity for the players to regroup, there's no doubting that the next 45 minutes are going to be extremely difficult.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So that was the first half, and the finish! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Milan find a position of real strength now. Tries to pass it through. Massaro. Oh, he's one-on-one. Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless. A class of their own.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Milan are having a ball here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Donadoni, and he's managed to get free. Donadoni, he's through on goal here. Oh, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
Listen, in those situations, he always looks as if he's in control. He never seems to get flustered. Exemplary.
There's the shot! It's a goal! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
64 minutes is number 7, Donadoni.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Zielinski. And that's another good win of the ball. And he's intervened well there. That is good strength. Spread neatly. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And that is well cleared. Oh, what a mistake! Shot a goal! And that's a good finish. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Inter Milan still making a fight of this. He might be in here! And the shot! Oh, he's hit the bar!
Number 7,
Chance, but it's gone begging.
coming on
Well,
the
it's almost
field
like he had
is
too much thinking time
number
there, Peter.
22, Lorenzo Pellegrini.
So we have further
Substitution
activity
for
on the bench
Inter.
here.
Number 10, Jonathan David. Number 15, Grigori.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's picked his way through, and the shot! Well taken goal. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's shifting through the gears here. Decent chance! And it's in! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
6 added minutes
Zielinski.
have been indicated.
Baresi. Cafu. Barella. Passing is crisp and sharp. Batistuta. That's a cute ball. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
A quick reminder today, everybody, to make
Thoughts on
sure
what we've
to
just
put
seen?
Emily Turner
Yeah,
in the
well,
bins
I've been on the
provided.
losing side
Thank
in
you for
games
your
like this, and
cooperation.
I can tell you it really...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Portugal.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes to defending. He's very effective, pushing people back by almost joining in central midfield himself. And, you know, he has a real air of authority about him now as he matures through the game.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. It's Park Ji-soo. Gerrard knocks it into space. Oh, Red, nice interception. Eder Militao. Messi.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Shevchenko. Triol. Kagawa, Batistuta, doesn't quite get there. And he's there to belt it away. Messi, that's very neat. Short changes him with that pass. Cafu. O'Shea is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Kagawa. Oh, this is a great position. Oh, that was vital. Park Ji-sung. It's Park Ji-sung. Raul. And here's Inzaghi.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he was quick to react. Now it's Messi. Howson. Timber. Passes coming off in quick succession here. It's Park Ji-sung. Good read, needed to be. Now it's Batistuta. Kagawa. Can he get it through? And that is well cleared. And this is Batistuta. Shevchenko is flagged offside. Timber. Howson. Rodri. Gerrard. And we've reached half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. So off we go again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Batistuta! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Batistuta deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And that's been won straight back. And this is Park Ji-sung. Shot could be on. Shot a goal! And it's a goal!
Well, Peter, talk about how to make a difference. He made the best of this period when quite a few players had barely settled back into the game. Some brilliant work from the skipper here.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for...
And the shot! Steven Gerrard, the man for every moment! That is a gem! An absolute gem! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Batistuta. Messi. He's found a way through. And that is out of play. Quick look, then plays it in. Triol getting this one clear. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Batistuta. Upamecano makes the interception. Aimed beyond the defence. Eder Militao.
Portugal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Not the most accurate pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Filippo Inzaghi. Oh, he's burst through. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. It's Gerrard! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which
Substitution in
next goal
progress.
is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Batistuta.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Messi. Could move up a gear here. Oh, important
There will be
interception.
5 minutes added time.
That's put paid to the danger. Oh, that's well spotted.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
And a quick
Yeah, this
reminder
looked the
today
most
that
likely
parking in the
outcome,
area
but we've...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So things are underway.
There he is, the one they call the Divine Ponytail.
Well, that is his trademark, isn't it?
Yeah, and everything connected to that ponytail is footballing perfection. His guile, his passing, and his goals are things of legend.
And here's Batistuta. Batistuta! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Scorer for Portugal after 7 minutes.
And that is fabulous! A true beauty of a goal!
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So, a breakthrough already. Mbappe. Cafu. Batistuta. Going after that.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Cafu. Cafu makes a move down the right. And Shevchenko! And there's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
13, Andrei Shevchenko.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Kagawa. Threads one in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Yamal. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Can he get away here?
That was lovely, that.
Closing in on goal. Tries a shot! Oh, it's come loose. Mbappe. Madrid have a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And it's Biner. Schlotterbeck. Tries to play it through. And it's made its way to him. Shevchenko. Kagawa. Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Biner. He is through here. Yamal.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ah, looks a smashing ball. The ball goes in. Khan claims it without any fuss. Schlotterbeck promptly onto that, and that is that. Mbappe. Gerrard. Portugal looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Roberto Baggio. Great vision. Oh, Red, nice interception. Messi. Well, that is one way to stop him.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
This looks promising. Messi. And that signals the end of the first period. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Portugal looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. No foul, says the referee. And he's well positioned here. And he's shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Spread out to the left. Mbappe! Messi. And this is Batistuta. Oh, that's well spotted. Portugal in a very solid position, 2 to the good. Under an awful lot of pressure. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Oh, good-looking ball. That is good alertness. Plays a sharp little ball here. And this is Batistuta. And he's managed to get free. Shoots! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
And we have our very first corner.
Coming on to replace him is number 20. Hey.
Schlotterbeck with the
Substitutions
clearance.
taking place.
Shot a goal! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Portugal really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
This their second corner of the game. Impressive jump! That's a fair try, but just off target. Tacho gets over and intercepts, and the through ball. And this is Batistuta. Can he finish? And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And yes, it's him again. A case now of complete control.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
So we have further activity on the bench
Coming
here.
on the field
Trossard
is
coming on here
number
as broadly expected.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
And here's Baggio. Gerrard. Now it's Batistuta. And he is dashing away. Big chance! It's loose now, and it's come back out to him. And how did he not make it 4?
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
So, third corner of the game.
Coming on to replace him is number 16, Giuliano Simeone.
And he thumps it clear.
Substitution in progress.
And now they can spring out of defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Kane! And that is doing no harm at all.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Alexander-Arnold picks it up from the goal kick. Distributed tidily. Messi, Batistuta. Baina. And it's Baggio.
There will be
Laid out to the left flank. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And here's Kane. It's a pretty loose pass. O'Shea gives no quarter whatsoever. And that is that. Portugal, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Batistuta claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Charity fund.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle.
I think this is a formation that offers excellent balance, Peter.
Particularly tried and tested in the Italian game, of course.
Yeah, and exported with great success too, because it allows half of the team to commit to either attack or defence. The three at the back and the double pivot, as well as the three attackers and two wide men. Teams often switch between this and 4-3-3 by dropping one of their pivots into the defensive line. It's very adaptable.
And he welcomes it in. He's had a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Great ball, and he's in here. Tries a shot! It's in! They are purring, truly purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Portugal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every...
Oh, shooting chance! Puyol clears without hesitation. That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Platini.
Oh, really well played.
So much time and space here. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Tries to play it through. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And this is Adriano, and he's found a way past. Great vision. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this?
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Goes for a shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Portugal really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's a sharp pass. And here's Shevchenko. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's intervened well there. Portugal looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. He is through here. And the shot! And no mistake. Half-time imminent. What a time to score. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Messi is the team's great visionary. Knocks it into space. Oh, nicely intercepted. And we've reached half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Portugal are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. The second half is up and running. And this is Batistuta.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Can he get on the end of this? Chance, surely! And it's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
So smooth, a signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Counts, he's got away. That is good alertness. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Gerrard. And reclaimed it in a trice.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. De Ligt cuts out the pass. Van Nistelrooy. And it's Kagawa. Batistuta. He's shifting through the gears here. Batistuta! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Goal! Portugal! And they've got their lead back. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He has found the way through. Looking to play a big chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Substitution in progress.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Xabi Alonso is there, and he can pick it up. Tries to pass it through. Rice. Davids looking to pass their way up the pitch. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Couldn't squeeze it through. Portugal moments now away from seeing this one out. That ball looks a good one. Van Bouten spots it and intercepts. Now that's well seen too.
Minute has been indicated.
It's a pretty loose pass. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Biner. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Portugal pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Batistita claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Portugal clearly came into this match with a good game plan, one designed to capitalise on an obvious weakness. They'd identified that and never really let go.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Portugal.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
He's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
And no, that was never going to make it. That's a sharp pass. Can he get on the end of this? Messi. Shot! Well taken goal.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
No way through. And here's Neymar. Best. Jordan Henderson is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Shevchenko. Shevchenko is onto this. Messi. And here's Shevchenko, and he shoots! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Frimpong. Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Tries to play it through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Messi. And here's Batistuta. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Well-timed, excellent interception. Now he's got space here. And he's picked it up out wide.
Oh, really well played.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. And he was quick to react. Neymar, it's a really well-measured ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
They want to make the most of this turnover.
Batistuta. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Hello everybody, and this
What do you
is a
think
quick
we're up to
reminder
after
let you
45
know that
minutes?
we'll be able to
Well, at
catch
least the
today's
defence
match
can look
broadcast
back on a
live
job
on the
pretty
Hub
well
FM
done so far,
station.
Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 20, El Hadj Diouf. Number 8.
Down to business again.
Coming on the field.
Portugal are
Number
probably
23,
feeling relatively good about themselves, so I
Number
don't think
10,
the manager has seen
Messi.
anything to change in his half-time team talk. Barcelona definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Baresi looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Messi. And that is expertly dealt with. Conte. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now that's well seen too. Conte. So we've reached the hour mark. Messi. And he thumps it clear. And it's Henderson. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. He's having a hit! He's been bundled over, that is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but it...
Messi! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! About as smooth as it gets. It is the pick-me-up they all longed for. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal. Portugal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of...
Shoots!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Conte. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Yamal, he has found the way through. Barcelona have it back and can go again. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Messi! That's tidy.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
There will
Here's
be 1
Yamal.
minute added time.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
To the screen right now for information.
So,
on
Jim,
our
how do you
shuttle bus
reflect
service.
on what we've seen?
Portugal just didn't look terribly sharp, Peter.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Portugal.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. Well, here's a man who stunned everyone in that famous summer of 2002. He had a hand in his country's most famous goal, their most famous win, and he helped to introduce the footballing planet to Senegal.
Yeah, he did indeed, Peter. El Hadj Diouf, the undoubted driving force behind that fast...
Shoots! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already. Well read, nice interception. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Looking for the run. Good read, needed to be.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Great vision. This much chance for a shot! And that is quite wonderful. He's got himself an absolute peach. They have come roaring back.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Milan restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He's having a shot! Goal, Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
That pass has been well intercepted. Messi. Nice physical challenge. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Kagawa. Now it's Batistuta. Nicely spread. Space for him to turn and look.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Knocks it into space. Messi. And it's Xavi Alonso. No, that's been intercepted. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
Please be made aware that smoking
And
is
we are
only
up to the
permitted
break.
in designated
Oh, what a
areas
half,
within
Peter.
these
What
grounds.
a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Oh, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we are back on the way.
Portugal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Duke. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Van Dijk. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he is deftly away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Tries to pass it through. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, well played. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Not the most accurate pass. Duke is onto this. Gabriel did well to stay calm there. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
He's found a way through. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Xavi Alonso. And it's Messi. Oh, strongly challenged there. Batistuta. Messi is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Short changes him with that pass. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. He is through here. Forlan has got himself a free kick.
Substitution for Portugal, number 26.
He's having a good look here.
Coming
And
on
this
to
the
replace
perfect
him
opportunity
is
to create a
number
cushion between them.
Gulen.
Forlan! And that is well cleared. Messi.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And the pass is intercepted. Portugal are running out of time and out of options.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Substitution for Portugal, number 13, Shevchenko. Coming on the field is number 21.
Milan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. It's a pretty loose pass. Cafu. Oh, that's well spotted.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Dumfries. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, it's Batistuta. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that is as far as it goes. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.
A quick reminder today.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Portugal absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager to think about. A painful reminder of where standards... It's very well played.
Well, chance! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Can he get it through? Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's quick to return it. Goes for a shot! Goal! Portugal! And we have liftoff!
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome. Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
No way through. Oh, Red, nice interception. Now, what about a counter-attack?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Messi. That is good alertness. Gabriel. Well, the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Chiellini. To Gerrard. Gerrard, with his sights permanently trained on that. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our charity fund, Chance in Football.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Barcelona.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go.
You know, Peter, there's a player down there who I've always admired, Carlos Puyol. This game is not all about technique and skill. You need big hearts too, and they don't come any bigger than Puyol's.
Yeah, that is one leader of men. Timber, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Messi, and he welcomes it in. Akanji calmly anticipates. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Neymar. Lovely ball and a real... It's Neymar! Brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Barcelona are in front. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Portugal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Tries to pass it through.
Portugal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Gabriel making good progress. Oh, they could be caught out here. He's got a... Tries a shot! It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
We're looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Messi making good progress on the right-hand side. And he was alert to it. And that should get the job done. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And this is Shevchenko. Neymar. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Timber providing an outlet on that flank. Tries to get it clear. Timber. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's going across goal. What a quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Portugal really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Barcelona kick off the second half. Oh, that's a key interception. And he's got away from him. They've got to be quick to recover this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And this is Shevchenko. Messi. He has found the way through. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he is going into that little black book.
Barcelona definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Batistuta being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Batistuta. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Played into the box. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. And here's Batistuta. And this is Neymar! And he couldn't finish.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
McAllister. And they can counter here. Great vision. And he thumps it clear. Ball is over the line.
Substitution for Portugal, number 26, Kagawa. Coming on the field is number 4, Guler.
.75 minutes played.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And this is Dani Olmo! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Dani Olmo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he skips past his man. It's a threat. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's done it! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it!
The goal scorer
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Barcelona now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them?
And time is up. Portugal perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you
Hello,
to this
everybody,
day one
and
clash,
welcome to today's
and
match.
no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. And the mood is boisterous. It shot a goal! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
He'll try to keep this alive, and he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Driving forward. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
It's very hard to miss this guy, Haaland, when there's all 6'4" of him. A player with great football pedigree in his family, remembering his father played in the English top flight.
Can he finish? Goal! Norway! And it's Norway who take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Erling Haaland.
Norway penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead. Oh, just the keeper now. Shot and the shot! Oh, good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Good ball, good take. Real chance! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Was there ever any doubt?
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Number 9, Erling Haaland.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Norway find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Haaland is flagged offside. Haaland. Haaland. Charlotte. Shapes to shoot. And that's in. They are purring, truly purring. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Norway are having a ball here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Berger. Haaland. Look at the space here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Some front-footed pressing going on here. That's a nicely shaped ball. Shoots! Oh, crossbar! And he hits the net! And they're threatening to fly away here.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Norway, after 38 minutes, is number 11, Alex Alex.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Haaland tries to pass it through. Solid! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Charlotte. And the counter is on. Oh, super find. And the shot! Well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Number 9.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. And that is indeed the final act. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Norway really are
And
in
quick
control
announcement
here.
today
They've
that
done
memorabilia
exactly
from
what they
today's
set out
match
to
is
do.
now on
There's a
sale
genuine
in the
flow
stadium
about their
hall.
football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Norway have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. And we are back underway. Now it's Haaland. Berger. Played with finesse. Oh, well played, well played. More and more pressure on the ball here. He is through here. Looking for the run. Chance, surely! And that's a tiny finish. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Erling Haaland.
How many? Just how many?
Norway are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he's worked it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Sorloth clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Tries a shot! And there's a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Number 9, Erling Haaland. Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter. I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Looks a good ball through. Just the keeper in his way. Takes a shot! It's a goal! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Is number 9, Erling Haaland. Substitution for Ivory Coast, number 11.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Norway have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Haaland. Oh, he's onto this. He's got away. Great chance! It's a goal! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Number 4. Substitution.
Norway making further changes here, and in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
He's had a shot! He's got a goal! How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
The goal scorer for Norway.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
In with the challenge.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, good spread. Goes for a shot! And a neat finish! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And yes, it's him again.
Substitution for Ivory Coast. Number 12.
And that is that. Norway can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. We're certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Please keep your eyes on your children during the match at all times.